Ultimate Team is selected. Road to Glory is selected. Dynasty is selected. Accessibility is selected. Online submenu item. Section. CPD_gun. College. Not fly zone E6. Meet 75. Pattern. Not fly zone E6. CPD_gun. College football 26. Press square button. Ultimate Team is selected. Road to Dynasty is selected. Play now is selected. Selected. Ready. Edit team setting. Entering team settings screen. Offensive. Defensive playbook option is set to multiple. Offensive playbook option is set. Edit entering uniform name up. Uniform name option is set to current. Uniform name option is set to current Shamrock alternate. Ready. Entering game settings screen. Event commentary option is set. Quarter length option is set to 3 minutes.
Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish. South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see, a squad from the American, the Navy Midshipmen, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started.
Entering play call screen.
Navy ready for kickoff as we get this game started. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Notre Dame's offense will get first crack at it here. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about all those blowhards on all the different networks. Talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The play action fake. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He had him open there, and I know this quarterback expects to make that throw.
It's a tough throw because, again, you got a couple steps on the guy. That's not wide open. These DBs are so fast, but that is a throw that you do expect a guy like that caliber, to be able to play a little pitch and catch and make that happen.
Back to throw, it's Carr. Got his man downfield. Smacks it with the stiff arm. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And how about that? A lot of coaches talk about being aggressive. We're going to take shots, but then they get conservative in the game. But first drive, coming out, showing this defense we are not afraid to throw the ball deep. Might keep that defense a little bit more conservative.
Give to the running back.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Max protect.
Now the play fake. Bringing the heat. On the run, fires downfield. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory, going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The midshipman offense makes its way onto the field for their first possession of the game. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll try to run for it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
He's got it, 1st down and more. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
You have 18 options.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, comes up with a huge 1st down.
Using the quick game. Powerful running as he trucks his way to the 28.
This is a fullback who can be a weapon in this offense. He can block, you can hand it off to him, he can also catch the ball.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Scanning the field, it's Horvat. It's complete to the right. And they pick up the 1st down in what might be the last play here in the 1st quarter.
You have 15 options. Cover 4, drop is selected.
It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that.
Entering play call under. There are 2 categories. You have over 2 invert hard flat.
First play of the period, 1st down here.
Spread.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Kent. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Navy will have it with a 1st and goal. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Using his feet. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Cover 3 match. Cover 3 Sky WK.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here.
Spread.
He's looking downfield to throw. Makes the grab.
Entering play call, coach suggestions.
And they decide to cut out the kicker. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And that is no good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score.
Entering play call,
the upright playing the 12th man of the defense,
concept,
knocking that
inside
ball down.
zone,
It looked like it had a chance to be good.
Counter, Howard. Jet HP Dole.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wide receiver going in motion. Out of the gun, the inside give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Counter.
And just a great job on the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. Crosses the 30. He's got away. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
This running back is so dynamic, and you've got to be able to take advantage of his speed by getting him to the outside. So that's why you dial up the toss play there. It's a nice way to change it up and get this guy in space to go make plays.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks. Don't have to get back.
Call. Entering pause screen. You self-coaching. Pause. You have 5 options. Depth. Entering depth chart. WR. Slot 2. Slot 1. Slot 2. Slot 5. Slot. 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 Slot 2. Slot 1. Entering play
better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
You have 4 options.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5.
Short cross.
Back to pass, it's Carr. Quick completion on the out route. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the right. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game. Running more, throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically. I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completion strung together.
At the 40, there he goes. All out of space. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
They get set for the point after. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bryant. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Motion from the back. They'll go to the fullback. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Horvath. Caught in the backfield, it's Kent. Quick timeout called by the offense after the play.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
And don't complicate things. Give it to the big fella. By the way, the fullback who blocks all the time, does all the dirty work. Hand it to him. Let him plow ahead, Palmer, and get that first down.
Are we in a time warp? Like, what year is this? Is this 1995? We're handing off to fullbacks again. That's a play that is basically extinct now in college football, but I love it because it caught the defense off guard, able to get a nice one there.
Working well behind the sticks on second down.
Give cushion.
They'll send the back in motion. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Pocket breaking down. Complete. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half.
Coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here.
Kickoff left is selected.
Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Reading the option, it's Horvath. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. To the air, it's Horvath. Rushes on him. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
On third and long, you know what's coming. It's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the fourth down.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
Navy will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Last time they had it, just an aerial assault, precision execution, moved right down the field and put it in the end zone. He's loose. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys. They usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the returner will be brought down. They are backed up, top field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Looking downfield on first down.
I tell you what, man, you better be looking at your puppy dog feet and seeing where they are, Palmer. You don't want to get back in that end zone and bad things happen when you get sacked.
I don't know if you want to even risk this quarterback having to hold on to the football very much longer after watching that last play. This defense right now is pinning their ears back.
The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Entering play call, you have 3 options. Return left is selected.
They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
Entering play call. Formation, pistol, wing, there are 3 categories.
Back on offense.
T-attack.
This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now.
PHP zone WK.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Nice play there. And I know when you think Notre Dame football, you're thinking about running the football and all those NFL offensive linemen they have, but when you've got playmakers like him on the perimeter, you've got to be able to take advantage of him. This guy has the chance to play on Sundays. He's too good. If you've got a window to throw and that guy's out running the route, give him an opportunity.
Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Stuff on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. He might want another play. To the air, it's Carr. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man in the middle. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Leaves it with the running back. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them.
Play call, wing tight Z there, 24-0-1 trap. Inside 0-1 trap.
So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. The sure hands, it's locked. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. Gets it out fast. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Entering play
quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Back to pass. He's got it. Touchdown, Irish! And the beatdown has ensued. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Bryant. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And Navy will go back on the attack.
position.
The last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
They try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some.
It's another safety. Can you believe this? Second of the game.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. Tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better.
Entering play call.
This was a bad day.
After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. Finding open areas.
Entering play while unbalanced, you have 6 options.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to
selected.
get moving. The best way this offense can say thanks for that 2 spot is by following it up with a score of their own, David.
Really fun when your defense does that. When they get you back the football and they score some points, Palmer. Put those points up on the board. Usually brag about it, especially when you got more points than you. But good opportunity for this offense to get more.
Yeah, it's you scratch my back, I scratch yours kind of thing right now. I'll tell you, if this offense is able to go down the field and put up a touchdown, this could be a potentially 9 to 10 point swing based on your defense getting you that safety. You've got great field position now. You got to take advantage.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Carr. He'll take a shot. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on 3rd down. Notre Dame right back to the
categories.
line.
You have 21 options. Jet touch pass is selected.
He wants to change this route. They just keep firing. Got it in the middle. It's live. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. If he can keep putting together games like this, he might have a shot at Brady Quinn's career touchdown record of 95. All the great quarterbacks the Irish have had, guys like Joe Theismann, John Hewitt, nobody's even close to that.
Yeah, and that's crazy to think about being in that kind of a company. And Notre Dame's always been a good running team. And when they find quarterbacks that have great quarterback play, then I think they start to take off to that next level. And so far, he's showing that here today.
And he added the extra point. A very efficient 5-way scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
Cover 1 contains
and here comes the Navy offense. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
Looking to throw, it's Horvath. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten the rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side. They've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes the grab. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he'll be run out some serious yardage total. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach may want to rub it in just a little bit. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle.
Time. 5 under.
And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we would just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
To the air, it's Horvat. Under fire. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long. Early or late, up front, moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go into the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching enough.
Entering